Hello again, my name is Igor and this is One Take Review, and today we're looking at Harley Benton MJ5 Milky, the Enhanced Series bass. Another great, amazing instrument by Harley Benton. This one goes for around 300 euros. That's the cheapest Sire price range for the 5-string. So let's talk about this bass, and this is another main player that I use. I have two main basses and this is the second one. So unlike previous one that had P and Music Man combination, this has a single J pickup and a also Music Man pickup on the bridge. This one, as you can see, is not a usual single coil pickup. That's actually seems like a single coil from the humbucker, Music Man humbucker pickup. So let's go from headstock all the way to the bridge. Again, amazingly well done bass, not too heavy. It has decent tuners. Actually, it has great tuners. I'd say these are really great. This is a step up from the original Enhanced series. These are much better tuners. They also hold their tune much better. They're smoother, much smoother. And everything else is the same. It has a string tree, also a tusk nut, again redundancy, 0 fret, steel frets all the way down to the end of the neck. Neck is absolutely the same. It has a modern D-shaped profile, maple neck, maple fretboard, not a single piece neck. So the truss rod goes from here. It's top loaded, and it's actually, in my opinion, better made than the MP5 Enhanced Series bass. Why? Well, first thing, it's the maple neck. It does not need oiling. The problem with enhanced basses that have ebony fretboard is that mostly they come dry from the warehouse. They're probably lying there in warehouse for I don't know how many months or weeks, and they begin to dry. So sometimes they have issues with the frets, and if you don't oil them, the frets are gonna go crazy. So no sharp frets on this one. I believe, in my opinion, that's because of the maple neck. It also looks stunning, but there's one thing that it does not have that the regular Enhanced Series basses have, and that's, as you can see, binding. There's no binding. There are just fret markers, black one, and also there are no inlays on the fretboard. So someone may say, okay, I like this better. Some may like inlays. It's a personal choice. I don't care. I'm not the kind of guy that would give negative reviews to the bass based on such a thing. Okay, so the Truss Rod Access is right here. Again, the same as the Enhanced Series bass. It has a beautiful torqued pickguard. And moving on, it's same controls, so it's volume, balance, bass and treble, boost and cut, and also there is a switch, unlike the Enhanced P series basses. J Enhanced Series basses have a switch that switches the humbucker pickup from single coil to humbucker. Again, pickup on the bridge has the same problem. To me, it sounds a little bit out of phase. I'm going to replace this pickup with an AliExpress pickup, and it will be mentioned. You're going to have a link down in the description so you can check it out and buy it for yourself. So, moving on to the bridge. Again, same problem as the Enhanced Series bass. The bridge is too thick, the bridge is too tall. So actually the problem is that when you have the bass set up in a normal way so that the neck is parallel to the body, I don't know if I can show you that. So let's say the neck is flat, it goes alongside the body. The end of the bridge here cannot be adjusted any further down, so you can't get that super low action. So what you need to do is shim the neck. I haven't actually done this on this bass. I didn't shim the neck, meaning that I didn't put something on the heel of the neck pocket, and therefore I didn't do the neck. So let's say the neck is perfectly set up straight. It has a little bow, and then when you put the shim here on the heel, so the neck does this, okay? And then the geometry of the strings is, they follow the neck, so you can get lower action. Okay, moving on. Everything else is great. It has the same loading over here. Again, problem with the bridge, you cannot load the B string through the bridge. It comes equipped with the Dario strings, standard strings. I personally do not like these strings. I love Elixir strings, but it's your personal choice. Having the Dario strings on a $300 bass is a nice touch. Harley Benton usually puts the Dario strings on every bass that costs more than 150 euros, so kudos to Harley Benton and Thomann. They're really doing a great job. I'm in no way affiliated with Harley Benton. I have to say this. I'm in no way affiliated with Thomann. I'm just buying their basses. None of this came for free. Everything that I have, I bought it myself. So why am I doing these reviews? Because I love basses and I also do some podcasts, so why not? Okay, so everything is basically the same. Only difference is the inlays, the binding, obviously the pick guard and the controls, and of course woods. So MP5 was a older maple ebony, and this one is, as you can see, maple ash. Okay, and this finish is called Milky. It's not natural finish. It's actually, it's kind of like butterscotch, but with a tint of more white. So it's milky, it's actually milky. And one of the things that you haven't seen in any bass before is it has a matching fretboard. Not the headstock, it has a matching fretboard. So actually the body and the fretboard are almost the same color. Pretty insane. Headstock has a little bit of a vintage tint to it. Unlike the backside of the neck that has, I would not say natural finish, but a smidge of a vintage tint. So this thing is not the same tint as this, and also not the same tint as this. So these two are matching, one of a kind, really. So it plays the same as MP5. It's great, amazing bass, amazingly comfortable neck, a little bit heavier than MP5, I'd say, around 4.5 kilos, maybe a little over that. So let's hear how it sounds. So we're gonna start with the neck pickup. Let's hear it. Real growly, meaty sound. In my opinion, I love this pickup more than I do love even the traditional P bass pickup. I always found that the neck pickup on J basses sounds much better than the P pickup on P basses. Okay, let's hear them both together. And this one is working in humbucker mode. Yeah, there's a bit of a thing going on here. To me, it sounds a little bit thin and a little bit of plasticky sounding. This pickup, this is the original Roswell pickup. So let's hear this pickup only. Okay, so there's also one difference that you probably have noticed. So this bass has the Music Man pickup on this exact same position that the Stingray Music Man basses come with. So it's on the sweet spot. The P bass has this pickup moved a little bit towards the bridge. So when you're putting it in single coil mode, I believe this coil is working with this one. So let's hear how it tries to imitate the original JS bass sound. Okay, and now let's hear just this coil on the bridge pickup. Okay, it has a little bit more growl, a little bit more definition, and not so much plasticky cardboardy sounding, I'd say, sound that the humbucker mode has. So actually on this pickup, the single coil version, in my opinion, is working decently, but of course I'm going to change the pickups. So all in all, how do I like this bass? I love it. This is going to be my second player, my second bass, and I'm going to keep it, of course. And in future I'm going to modify it. I'm going to change the pickups. So I'm going to put the single coil ceramic pickup in here, and I'm going to use a plastic shell for the Music Man pickup of this size for the 5-string, and I'm going to hollow it out and put another single coil. So I'm going to turn this into a full-on jazz bass, and then I'm going to do a review of that also so you can hear it. And I'm going to turn everything out, remove the electronics, remove the battery, and just run it past it. Would I recommend this bass? Yes. For 300 euros, in my opinion, that's even better deal than the original enhanced series basses that Harley Benton does. Why? Well, first of all, maple fretboard, maple neck, so no issues with warping the neck because of the dryness of the fretboard. Another thing, it looks really great. It has that almost natural feel, but it kind of stands apart from the all other basses. Perhaps I'm gonna change this pickguard to a black one. Perhaps not. I was not a fan of natural basses, but when I saw this, I fell in love with it. So everything else is the same as the MP5, and I'm going to show you how it sounds when I change the pickups, and it's going to be really soon. So until then, let's slap a little bit, because someone told me I didn't do any slap. So let's hear how it sounds with single coils and both pickups on and everything flat. Oh, I'm not good of a slapper anyway. Okay, and now let's hear the neck pickup. Okay, and now let's hear the bridge pickup. And now let's hear how it sounds in Music Man mode. Okay, and now both pickups. And that's it. So if you have the chance, this one actually goes for cheaper than the original enhanced series bass. It's a great player, looks amazing, came perfectly set up from the box. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna be back with you again next week with another bass. And of course, I'm running out of basses to review. So thank you so much to all my friends that are gonna lend me their basses so I can review them, play them, and tell you what I think about them. See you again in the next episode. Bye!